Mm, Okay, so hello everyone. We are group 3 and we're going to present CDT to 1 year. Our group is composed by Valeria, Sofia, Andres, Marvin, Jessica, and Maria Paula.
A CDT is a document that certifies a deposit that has been left in charge of the bank with a rate of return in a certain period of time. So at the end of this time, the investor can take the money with a profit. There are different types of CDTs, but in this case, we will use the annual 1 year CDT. We find the 1 year CDT on the official web of Banco de la República, and then we take the annual average to work with that data.
Okay, now giving some context about the treasury bills, and these are also known as T-bills, and these are a short-term debt obligation backed by the US Treasury Department with a maturity of 1 year or less. And these treasury bills are usually sold in denominations of 1,000, while some can reach a maximum denomination of 5 million. The longer the maturity date, the higher the interest rate that the T-bill will pay to the investor. Now about the data. The information on the treasury bills was obtained on the page Economic Research in the market yield on US Treasury securities at 10-year maturity category.
First, we will talk about the rate of infiltration. The data was taken from reliable sources such as Refinitiv and the Daniel. According to the graph, the trend is uneven, but in Colombia, the regulation died to various trend highs or various trend lows, so it's very noticeable. And on the other hand, the interest rate shows us a regularity in the trend of about the countries, but in United States manage higher interest rates, in this case the treasury bills.
Okay, now we are going to talk about the parity of inflation rates and the interest rates. According to the graph, we have in general terms that the inflation and the interest rate parities as expected are quite similar because in terms of trends, both inflation and interest rates in Colombia and the United States are similar. Furthermore, theoretically, the inflation rate trends to inflate the interest rate. That is because the high inflation usually results in a high interest rate. So the relationship is direct. The following is an explanation to understand the similarity of the different parities between both countries, which in general terms have been increasing. So graphically, it could be treated that there is parity.
Continue, we performed the t-test paired to sample for means. As we can see in the table, we obtained a p-value of 0.021, and since it is less than the alpha of 0.05, we can say that the hypothesis is rejected due to there is only a 2.1% probability that the means are equal. So there is no parity between the rate of devaluation at parity of inflation and the rate of devaluation at parity of interest rates.
We will end by driving some conclusion about this work. According to the interest rate data series, the Colombian peso devalued year by year from 2000 to 2021, so the Colombian interest rate was always above the US interest rate. The two series represent valid ways to estimate the evaluation of the peso with respect to the dollar, making valid estimated for the future TRMs. It is concluded that by means of the t-test criterion for means of two per sample, it is validated to determine that in this case there is no parity.